I'm Caleb. Please like and subscribe.
Welcome back to another episode of
Holly
and the Bros.
Yay.
Yay!
Happy Sunday.
Yeah.
Happy Daylight Savings Time Day.
Yay.
Yeah. Before we talk about Daylight Savings Time, how was your guys' week? Good?
Well, quick.
I mean, mine was like crazy chaotic with work, but
Hey, we made it to Sunday.
okay. Yeah, we're here.
We're all here.
I'm really
That's
trying
true.
to think of like this week. It went really fast, but
Yeah.
I don't quite remember everything.
So mine was
I know how you feel.
mine was insane, and we'll get into why a little bit later, but it was maybe the craziest week I've ever had. And when I tell you some of the stories, you're going to be like, what? So, yeah, very interesting. Daylight savings time. Now, Holly does not have daylight savings time in Arizona.
We're cool.
So, yeah, you are cool.
Yeah, you are.
I had to text Holly this morning. I said, just for the record, daylight savings time happened. I have no idea how many hours apart we are now.
Okay, time out. Let's actually say what was really said. He said, I think we're back to 1 hour apart.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I thought we were 2 before.
No, we were 1. We go to 2.
All right. If we're going all out, Holly, so then we establish the fact that we are 2 hours. No, how many hours are we apart now?
2. We're
2.
3.
And she goes, so what time does that mean the podcast starts my time? 11? No.
Here's the thing. I could not remember for the life of me.
No, that's 3.
If it was 12 my time or 1 my time before.
Oh.
So I was like, wait, if we did it at 1, it would be at 11.
Yeah, it's confusing enough for like my animals and my sleep. And then Holly and I are trying to figure out what time the podcast starts. And I was just thinking, maybe we should just take this Sunday off. Like, I don't know.
That's a lot.
But I did hear the government talking about seriously maybe considering doing away with daylight savings time.
Again?
I'd be
because
all right
I've
with
been
that.
saying this for a really long time.
Well, this is the first time I've actually heard a sitting president really seriously talk about it.
I didn't know
because his question was, he would be all for it, I think is what he was basically saying. But what do you do? When do you want your extra hour of light? Do you want it in the morning? Do you want it in the evening? I think most people would rather there be more light when they get home from work.
Yeah.
But I don't know how that would all work out. And to be honest with you, I don't know that I really care. I just want the times to stop changing. Because
that's kind of how I feel with you guys. Like it confuses. We don't have to go through all of this. And now it forces us to, because we not only have friends from out of state, we have coworkers out of state. Like it changes everything for us here in Arizona. And it really sucks.
Yeah, well, there's a couple other places, I think, in the continental United States that do not observe daylight savings time. Maybe somewhere close to Indiana, if I'm not mistaken. I say a couple that you and them may be the only ones. I'm not sure.
Or is it New Mexico?
Is it? I don't remember.
I don't know.
But at the same time, I think it would be nice if we just kind of all got on the same page. I totally understand like the different time zones, because otherwise somebody's daytime is going to be all night long. You know what I mean? I totally get that, but just flipping them back and forth just seems odd. Yeah. And I'm not actually even sure. Like, I think somebody told me once that it's because they started it for the farmers. Well, let me tell you, as a guy that lives in a rural community, the cows and the chickens and the pigs and all, they don't care. They're going off the sun. So they don't care what time it is. You still have the same amount of hours of sunlight. So it's time. I say, let's just vote right now and we'll let Trump know we choose no more daylight savings time. Do you agree with that?
I agree with it.
Greg and Caleb, you're not voting?
Oh, damn. It's here. Hornet.
Okay.
We call him Hornet.
Oh, Hornet?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I see some new names in there that I haven't seen in a while, but welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show. Hey, so it's Hawaii and Arizona.
Hawaii. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I guess Arizona's the only one in the continental United States. Then For some reason, I thought
There-
somewhere around Indianapolis or something didn't do
There might be a town
Oh,
that doesn't do that, because I know there's a town in New Mexico that doesn't observe. And then somewhere here in Arizona, there is a town that does.
that's
So I don't know how that works, but
Greg. Google Indianapolis and see if they. I got too much stuff going on my side. See if
Somewhere in
they,
Indiana, it's like that.
see if they observe daylight savings time, because I swear I heard that.
Indianapolis?
Yeah, because it was somewhere around there is where the Eastern Standard Time and Central Standard Time is, and then you have like a city that doesn't observe daylight savings time. So people's time things get jacked up because they're living in one time zone, working in a place that doesn't observe daylight savings time. It's like, holy cow, it's too much. I can't handle it, and I don't even live there.
It says they do.
They do.
In
Okay.
2006, they changed it and they started following daylight savings.
Okay. So see, I'm old. I have bad information. I have old information, not bad information, old information. So
It would
yeah.
be nice if I was drinking out of a hot tub and doing the podcast. That would be amazing.
Under a palm tree.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, if you were doing that, we'd probably get more views, Holly.
maybe.
Let's just say. But maybe
Hot
the
tub time machine.
the money we just saved off X, we could buy Holly a hot tub, and then
Okay.
we'd get more views.
Can we talk about how much X is going up?
We are going to talk about that because
Oh
it's
my God.
ridiculous. We can all agree that we are a fan of Elon's for the most part, right? I mean, he does some dumb things, but so do I.
Yeah.
Okay. But
Some?
I get a notification
Yeah.
via it was actually through my phone, like the app. I've never actually seen a notification like that before. And maybe it's because I'm not really subscribed to that many things, but it was telling me my subscription was going to go up. And I'm like, which one is even is? And I looked at it and it was X. And I was thinking, yeah, okay. Yeah. We pay for premium. I forgot we were going to go on a trial run for Premium Plus about,
Yeah.
I don't know, 8 months ago. And apparently I've been paying that the entire time. And I didn't realize it was $30.
Yeah.
But we were trying to gauge and test how the engagement was different with the different tiers. Excuse me. So we were paying $30, then I get a notification that it's going up $20 to $50 a month.
Yeah.
Not a year, a month.
That's crazy.
That's $600 a year. And guys,
So
I
much.
don't know what the benefits of Premium Plus is, to be honest with you.
No.
I don't see them, and I'm running an account that has Premium Plus.
I have. So I have Premium Plus. I was paying $22 and then it went up to $30. And I was like, this is stupid. And I keep meaning to like downgrade it because first off, I don't have the time to try out all the features to see if I, to do all that. I don't have the time.
Me either.
And the engagement is no better than when it was just the regular account. So I mean, and that's a lot of fault on mine because I'm not on X as much as I used to at all. So then I get this notification. I think it was either yesterday or maybe Friday.
I think it was Friday when I got mine.
It's going up to $50. And I'm like, what is on this app that is so special that I have yet to use to make it $50 a month? That's more than like your streaming
I was
service.
going to say, you can get Hulu for cheaper than that.
Yeah, and no ads if you really wanted to. Like brand new, it's still cheaper. I can't wrap my brain around it. I think it's going to turn more people away than actually get them to want to be on X, especially if they're going to, throttle down your engagement. If you decide, hey, $50 is just too much for me. People are going to be leaving because $50 a month, for some, it might just be like, for the people who are literally making a living off of X.
Yeah.
But for the people who just are on there to enjoy it, $50 a month can go better use somewhere else in real life.
Yeah. No, I'm with you 100% because it was, here's what happened in just our scenario. We went from paying $360 a year, and part of it is because I wasn't paying attention to it. And I probably wouldn't have paid attention to it if it didn't go up. But we went from paying $360 a year to $40 because just premium is $40 a year. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do that, and I think they're probably going to regret it. I would even venture to say they're probably going to change it, like maybe change it back down to say 35, like raise it a little bit. But I'm not going back because I tried it and it wasn't worth it. If you'd have left it alone, I probably would have forgot and I would have paid $360 a month forever, or a year forever. But that's insane. And also, though, it's kind of like read the room, right? Where we are economically as a country and all the things that like Elon is trying to do with Doge, which I applaud him for that. We're going to try to increase the subscription by $20 a month. That's just insane to me.
It's
that's dumb. I just canceled my $8 one.
Did you?
Yeah.
I don't blame you.
I don't.
If it wasn't
too, like, are they all going up?
Ruby said
I assume so, but
$11 on the app.
Yeah, so there is a bigger charge if you subscribe from the app because Apple or the Google Chrome, Google, they get a cut. I think Apple charges more because they get a bigger cut. If you subscribe from your browser, then it's not as much, but it's still, it's a social media app. Have you ever paid for a social media app before?
No.
I don't think even back in the days of MySpace, I think that was free.
No, it was absolutely free.
Yeah, I think Facebook has always been free.
It's all been free, yeah.
Yeah. And so we did want to test it though. I mean, even as like a podcast to test it, talk about it. Mm-hmm. There wasn't anything so special that we even ever brought it up in a podcast. So we wasted like $200 or whatever we ended up paying for the last 8 months, $240, I guess. But anyways, I don't know. It just seemed it comes off as a greedy play in my book. Like now is not the time.
Yeah, no, I can't figure out the logic behind it.
And Rudy's
more user, and I know that he said, he wants X to be kind of like you can do anything on there.
One-stop shop is what he said. Yeah,
but to be I can do the same thing for free. Maybe it's not as easy or simple, but I'm used to doing it anyway. So why wouldn't I continue for free? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like banking. Right. So say my bank is free.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So if you're going to incorporate payments and all that into X, well, I'll just have to do another move and go to their website and put in my bank information.
Save myself hundreds of dollars a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. For some, I can totally understand paying that, especially if you're getting it in return. And a lot of people are. A lot of people spend a whole lot of time on X. Just please make $50 at least so that you're not wasting your money.
Yeah.
Well, and I would think at some level too that all these social media sites, they all need content. Every single one of them needs more original content. Right. And now, I think most of our podcasts end up getting around 500 views on X. And I know that's not a ton compared to like the millions and millions of views that other people get. Mm-hmm. But I also think that if you have people that are making original content, you might want to cut them a break a little bit because I'm not going to pay you $50 a month to not make money.
Right.
So, even though we are monetized now, I think we've made $20 from X. Was it $20, $30, something like that?
That's a deposit right there.
Yeah. So
I just think our time is not what it used to be either.
Agree. It's not. It's not.
I know for me, it's absolutely not.
Yeah. And you know what? Let me just say this too, while we bring this up. Apologies to anybody out there that thinks we might be mad at you or that we're not spending enough time in your spaces or your Discords or whatever. Real life has been insane over the last 8 months. I'm actually surprised that we've been able to put on as many podcasts as we actually have. Same. And we have missed some, but I don't think we missed as many in season 3 as we did season 2. And I feel like our lives have been crazier in season 3. Like the in real life stuff has been, and it's not all bad. Okay. I'm not like,
No, it's just
pray for
life.
us when things are bad. It's not like that. I just mean life in general has been nuts.
Yeah.
And it's just been busy. And we don't hate you guys. Anybody out there, please don't think that. Not to name any names. I know that we actually were DM'd. It was like, hey, did we do something wrong? No, you didn't do anything wrong. We still love you guys. We just do not have the time to be in spaces as much as we were. I'm hoping to get a little bit more of that time back now that basketball season is officially over. But I will tell you, I'm also planning on being a little bit selfish with that time. And maybe just not doing it's like keeping my same schedule with spaces, jumping in once in a while, but not like I used to, like every night, because
That's
I enjoy the little bit of free time.
You know, and I'm going to be real honest with the way the market has been going for a while now.
Yeah.
There's really not much to talk about other than the fact that, it's going down. Like Rudy.
It sucks.
Rudy just posted a little bit ago, but ETH hit $2,000.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes. Yeah. And I mean, here I just am so like, I'm on Twitter for my my friends and to catch up on like crypto news. But when there's nothing but, $255 million was liquidated from the crypto market within 60 minutes, I don't want to see that shit.
Yeah, and it keeps popping up over and over and over again right now.
Same old stuff.
So I'm like, okay, I don't know. I just have things outside of Twitter that I need to do. And spaces to me are very repetitive, if not people fighting, which
they can be repetitive. Yeah, that's true.
And so like time is spent better elsewhere for me right now. Like I'll jump into the, some of the spaces where somebody will ask me to come and I'll do it just to,
Sure.
But other than that, I just have no desire to sit there. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm not very good at listening to a space and multitasking at the same time. I don't hear what you're saying. I can hear blah, 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 blah as I'm focusing on something else. Yeah. But unless I'm actually like seriously focused in a space, I don't get anything done other than listen to that space or talk in it. So
I don't quite have that problem. Like I can listen to it just like it was another podcast or like listen to the radio or whatever it may be. And this is no problem. Okay. I'm not complaining about it whatsoever. But we got to a point that every time we would show up into our space and our logo would get there, then people would want us to come up and talk.
Yeah.
And I can't do that all the time. I can listen to you and I want to show you my support and I can, be one more click, one more, tally mark on how many people listen to your space. And sometimes, the spaces are, motivating, they might be really good, maybe good information, whatever that is. But I also just really hate disappointing people. And when I get in there and they're like, oh, all in the bros, come up, say hi. It's like, I can't. Like I'm doing something that makes me not be able to grab a mic. And I think for the most part, people understand that. They don't think I'm just like ignoring them, but it makes me feel bad, if that makes sense.
I feel so bad.
Yeah. And
I'm not trying to be mean. And
I'm trying to show support, but then I can't say hi for a second. And then it just, I don't know, it's just weird. So we still love everybody out there.
Yeah. And to this day, I still have such a hard time being a speaker in spaces. You guys have no idea.
Super weird to me.
In the background, like kind of shaking. Like it makes me very nervous. And I mean, I do this, I know, and it's like people can actually see me, but there's something different about it where when you talk, you can't see somebody's face. You don't know whether or not they're agreeing, disagreeing, or what they're, you know what I mean? And so that alone causes a lot of chaos outside of the space onto X that you have to be ready for. It sucks. And I just don't. I mean, I was in Big Yellow Space. We were talking about Bruno. And like, I just happened to look at the comments and somebody said something about me being a bitch in there. Oh, why do you have that bitch Holly up there? And I'm like,
shit.
This is why I don't want to come in these spaces.
You mean that's not true?
No, I mean, it is, but damn.
Tequila.
But like, it's things like that. Like, I'm okay
I'm with
with
you.
not being in a space if that's going to keep all these weirdos away. And these weirdos, if you look at their profile, they're racists.
Yeah.
They're like pedophilia shit going
Mhm.
on. Like, come on. Like, and that's what
Dang.
you're gonna listen to? I'm good.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
you
and that's
Yeah.
one thing I
Gotta be able to
don't
detach.
think people realize either. And I know that everybody probably gets some weird DMs and things like that from time to time. But one thing people don't really realize for us putting a podcast out there is how much hate we actually get,
yeah.
whether that be on X or whether that be on YouTube,
You'll
of
hate
people just commenting to just be mean.
Yeah.
Which, listen, are we the greatest podcast on the face of the earth?
Yeah.
No. Well,
Oh.
Greg is, I guess.
Yeah. Well,
He's the
speak
best.
that
We're
into
not. We don't.
existence.
But we don't pretend to be, right? We don't carry this
Right.
ego in, like, oh, look at us, we're the greatest thing ever. It's four friends sitting around
It's yes.
shooting the breeze, talking about whatever may pop up. If you enjoy it, that's great. We hope you do. We hope you laugh with us. I mean, that's the whole point of this. But when it stops being fun, we're going to stop doing it.
Yes.
But there are many, many, many people out there that will comment on our videos on YouTube or comment different things on X or send us DMs because our DMs are open. And it's unbelievable. It used to kind of get under my skin a little bit, to be honest with you, but it happens so much that I just delete them and move on. And so I get it. I get where you're coming from when it comes to all that stuff, but it's just weird that people would feel like they need to act that way.
What hell spaces are you going into, Ollie? It is your friends, Meg. Bring them.
Wow.
Like, no, you know what? That dang Safe Moon Army is the worst freaking group.
I
have
didn't go in that space.
The existing ones that are still really trying to drive it, if you look
Mhm.
for all these like nobodies. And so when you say something about me, I laugh because you can't even man up and like say it under a real profile. And I guarantee you, if we saw each other in person, it would be a whole different tune because it's happened where somebody's like bashed me on Twitter. And then I've gone to like a crypto meetup and they're there. And it's like, oh my gosh, you're so different than I thought you were. No shit. No shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I
Greg,
can't.
where did that pop up at?
What?
I just got a
Huh?
notification from Greg and I can't find
Well,
it.
The DMs were open, so I sent
Oh,
one.
it's a DM. Okay.
Oh
I
my
thought
Yeah.
it was Discord. It popped up so fast and went away. Yeah, Greg says we are the best. I'm offended, LOL. Well, at least you didn't call me like really bad names like everybody else does.
Hey,
No, that's for
Greg.
later.
Greg,
What?
How's your stomach feeling today?
Are you sick?
Wait.
He ate a whole box of cookies.
I knew. Okay, yeah. Matt has already
didn't
asked
share
where the
any
cookies
cookies.
were.
Yeah, we
Thank
played
you.
poker last night and Greg ate all the cookies. My wife
Yeah.
bought cookies. He ate them all.
She
What kind
said
of
they
it?
were open to everybody. I mean,
They
They
I
were
think she
chocolate
thought
chip?
you were going to share, Greg.
no.
ate like 10 of
You
them.
had all night long. I'm sorry.
You guys, I wanted to do the taste test this week,
What was it going to
but I
be?
couldn't get it in time. Post Malone Oreos. They're called Post.
Toast?
Oh, there are Casey's here in town.
Oh, are
What
they? Damn it! I
Yeah.
should have told you. This.
Flavor?
Like, I'm trying to order them. They supposedly had them at Walmart, so I ordered them to get delivered, and they're going to ship them to me.
Let's do it next week.
Okay, let's do it. Go get some.
We'll
'cause
get
they're
back. We'll get the taste test going again.
caramel and like shortbread or something, and I'm not 100% sure how great they're gonna be.
Hey,
I
but
thought
let's
they were cool.
think about some of the things we've done during the taste test before. This is
Cool.
going to be
Caramel and
a piece
shortbread
of
we did.
cake.
This is gonna be amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, so I knew that phone was going to ring because I tried to call a guy about 20 minutes before the podcast started, and he didn't answer it, and then the phone rings. So I'll call him back when we're done. But if you're watching, I'll get you in a second. He's the type of guy that would be watching and decide that, hey, I'm going to call him in the middle of the podcast. But so let's talk about
Brandon.
something else. And it kind of goes along the same lines of what you're talking about, how, you know, people are crazy and people comment things and do things like that. So I feel like our government officials have been acting like children. Did you guys see everything that was going on during the speech? Okay.
One.
We're not
The
the presidential
Oh.
address. So I'm not even going to go into the details of it, but I think both sides do things to make the other ones look bad, and then everyone acts like children. Okay.
yeah.
Then you have that going on, but then you have the citizens of that country bashing one another and different things over very minute, like small opinionated things that don't matter, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I have to tell you a story.
Oh,
On Monday,
we're going back.
yeah, maybe Monday, but it's a good story because this
Cool.
lasted all week. This ties
All
back
week.
into what I said. This was a really, really long week. This ties into it. My sister on Facebook posted something, and it was the Dow Jones being down 5%.
Yeah.
And she
Yeah.
said, this economy is awesome. I, in a very calm way, explained what market correction was because the Dow Jones had been at an all-time high. Of course,
Right.
it's going to come down 5%. I didn't even say the words, of course. I just explained what it was.
Mhm.
It was literally like stock market 101 stuff. But I know she doesn't do stocks. She doesn't do crypto. She doesn't do that. So I'm thinking she's panicking. It's not that big of a deal. Like it's literally down $24 from like the all-time high when she posted this. Okay.
Mhm.
Is what it is. I have never in my life been harassed
What?
and cussed out. I've got 20 pages of screenshots of all the comments,
Yeah.
DMs that I got. Like I am a Nazi. I'm going to hell. Jesus thinks I'm a con man. I mean,
Jesus, why do you got to bring Jesus into this?
that's what I'm saying.
Jesus.
I mean,
Thanks
I'm
for
not going to
calling,
mention
man.
names, but I'll read one of the comments here. Just I'll pull up a
Are these
random
people
one.
you know or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
So-
it's weird.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So let me find one here because some of them were comments to other people. I want to make sure.
Right, Morgan, Jesus has suffered enough.
Yeah. Yes.
Let's see here. So, no, that's my response to him. There we go. I'll just read this one. Why won't that one pull up? Let me try this one. Okay. He says, this is why I'm calling. I'm going to try to not say all the really, really bad words here. Okay.
Oh, come on, that's the best part.
But it says, you were literally just grifting for, I can't even pronounce that word, like a good little Nazi. Still haven't answered for your Nazi salutes, have you? You are a coward, and your God will give you exactly the life you deserve. Now, F off and never speak to me again. Let me find the one after that.
Hey, can I tell, like, real quick while you're looking?
Yeah.
Did you guys know that the Nazi salute was actually started as unity? It wasn't supposed to be a bad thing. It wasn't started as a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
I can
Well,
see
did
that.
you
Yeah,
hear
well,
what
yeah, it's a
Elon Musk
suggestion.
said that he was doing?
Mm-mm.
He was, I guess he verbally said, my heart goes out to you, I guess. He was on Joe Rogan again this week. I haven't seen the whole podcast.
Oh yeah, he was. I saw a little bit of it.
But
It's
he was
actually-
like, this is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. I literally said out loud, my heart goes out to you, and did whatever he did. I haven't even seen it. Okay. Like I try to
Yeah.
not pay that much attention to dumb things.
Yeah. I mean,
But-
what it means resembles today. I can see why it wouldn't be okay. But if you really want to go back in history of what it really
Mhm.
means, it's not actually
Yeah.
anything that it is today.
No, I would
Right.
agree with you. It's I don't know how it originated or anything, but it is
By no
synonymous
means are these
with
things start saluting.
no,
By
no,
no,
no.
means, guys.
But
Like,
Okay.
it goes
I
hand
will-
in hand with what we
Whoa.
think
I mean, I thought
Nazis
about it.
would do.
no.
I mean, it goes hand in hand with that. But even to the point while I'm looking this up, he calls what I do Trump sucking. I don't know what that means. It's a made up word that's kind of cool, actually.
Yeah.
Trump
Um,
sucking.
he said,
I'm cracking myself up over here.
he said, I'm going to keep shutting down your horse shit every single time I see it. So please go right ahead. And then he put a picture of this Mexican girl, I guess. I don't even know who she is. He said that this girl's death is a direct result of your lack of morals. You make me sick. And I'm talking,
Over the
these are the
5%.
market correction.
Yeah.
yes, these are the calmest of the comments that he sent me. And there are 20 pages of screenshots of these all week long. All week long.
And they're
And-
people you know. They're not just trolls.
It's family.
Yeah.
His family.
It's not my sister, but it's a cousin. Yeah, that's as far as I'm going to go in naming names type stuff. But
I like will punch them in the face. Like,
Here's-
calm the F down.
here's the thing.
Yeah.
There's another thing to
Where's these
this.
posts? Let me go. I'm
Oh,
really
it got deleted. I'm glad I screenshotted it because I found that my sister took it down because she said the comments were harmful. I'm like, yeah, thanks for sticking up for your brother. Like, she didn't say a word about it. She just let it go. How is it that we go from talking about what market correction is to being called a Nazi and a murderer and telling somebody you're going to hell? Yeah, because he told me that I support Trump and I'm a Nazi and this and that. He doesn't know who I voted for. Let me tell you, I don't put anything on Facebook except basically basketball scores from my high school basketball team. That's the only reason I'm on Facebook, is because all their grandparents are on Facebook and they want to be able to follow what their granddaughters are doing.
Yeah.
It's the only reason I'm even on there. And every once in a while, I will see something my sister posts or something like that, and I will make a comment like that. And it went off the rails.
It was crazy.
So my whole point in all of that is we have government officials who we have voted in to represent us. And I believe most of the time it's the lesser of two evils when we get a choice of two people. Okay. It's not like I'm 100% again for any of them, but I have to make a choice between two. Okay.
Yeah.
So we elect them in, and I don't care really who you're talking about. Most of the time they'll make a fool out of themselves one way or another. But then the thing that gets me is I'm conditioned to understand that they're going to make a fool out of themselves. Like they just are.
Right.
But they have done an excellent job of dividing the country to where a guy makes a comment about market correction to where basically the guy says, I'm the lowest life form on the face of the earth and he hopes I go to hell.
You know, it's funny.
And a guy I know, not a guy that's just trolling, a guy that I've known since my whole life.
Yeah.
Well, not my whole life, his whole life. He's younger than me.
Yeah.
Stop being a Trump sucker.
Unfortunately,
I guess.
Unfortunately, I will have to admit, a lot of it does have to do with how Trump is and people responding to how he is. Because I was, watching that, what somebody said it was like the Union address, State of the Union.
Say the Union address.
Yeah.
I watched quite a bit of it actually. And the one thing that really was bothering me is he's saying all these great things that we're doing. And if you look at the way it's spread out, there's the Democrats on one side, Republicans on another. And so as he's saying all of these great things that he's doing, he's looking directly at the Republican side. And I feel like you need to address the other side and say, there's this, and this. But instead he didn't. He went, he said, but then anything bad, he would turn to the Republicans and address it to them.
You mean the Democrats?
Or that's what I meant. Sorry.
Yeah. No, I know what you meant. I just want to make sure that.
And I've said this before.
Because we'll get a DM and somebody will complain, Holly.
Yeah. And I still will feel this way, is Trump is really good at dividing the people. He always has been. And especially
part of being a good negotiator, I think, too, because he's an excellent negotiator. But that's what a lot of negotiating tactics are, is dividing people.
But I mean, there's things that he's
I'm not praising him for it. Don't take me the wrong way.
Do this or and no, the people, regardless what side you're on, it should be all of us as a whole, not all of us who voted for you, or you know what I mean? And that is, he's really, really good at that. And I said this from the very beginning of when he first started to run way back, 8 years ago. I said the same thing. I feel like example always starts from the top. And if you don't have that example set up there, you're going to get it trickle down below. And it's even worse than what it is at the top. Yeah. So
I agree with what you're saying, because I do think that there's a lot of truth in that too. But I will also say that what kind of fools are we as a general public to fall for really junior high tactics to make us hate one another? I mean, I'm not saying everybody falls for it, okay? But trust me, if you'd have seen all the comments that I received this week,
It's insane.
you would know that a lot of people do. Because he was the most vulgar, but he wasn't the only one attacking. And
yeah,
no one, I can't say no one. There were one or two people like came to my defense, but I guarantee you hundreds of people, maybe not hundreds of people I know, 20 to 30 or 40 people that I know saw these comments and nobody said a word because everybody's so scared and everybody just wants to, it'll all be good. And listen, I don't really care what the guy thinks about me. Don't get me wrong. It did not ruin my day whatsoever. It actually gave me a really good chance to share some like biblical truths with him. He just didn't want to hear it. So it was like, okay. And then I blocked him and I just told him, I said, at this point, it's a waste of time and energy. I'll pray for you. And I hope that you can get this hate out of your system because it will kill you. Yeah. But now I'm going to block you. And I made sure he saw it. And then I blocked him. And then he trashed me on his own Facebook page about what a coward I was and all this stuff.
That's another thing you have to realize is the platform you're on.
Oh, agreed, 100%.
This on Twitter, it would be a whole different song and dance.
Probably would have got.
Sister would have been the one getting the heat. But
I think it'd have been more 50-50 though, because I'm telling you, I don't know why, but I feel my algorithm on X has changed. Oh, and I am getting more and more like more leftist stuff than I am from the right. And I don't know 100% why that is. It's fine because I am a guy that does like to see both sides. And then I'll make my own decision. Right. But I don't want to just get the same thing from one side over and over and over again and never hear what the other side is thinking. So it's just interesting to me how much that we are manipulated and then how much we allow people to manipulate us. And obviously I'm not talking about every single individual, but as a group, it's pretty easy to say that a lot of us don't think for ourselves and we just go with the flow and we're so concerned about being right that we can't have a conversation anymore. And I will much rather have a conversation.
Yep. Everybody's always trying to prove themselves right.
Yeah.
That's the call to ego.
What do you win for that? Is there a prize?
Nope.
Because this guy that attacked me must think there's a prize attached to it. So yeah, I don't. It's interesting.
That's crazy to me. That's seriously like insane.
It was all day Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I cut it off Thursday night. I was when I finally blocked him. I guess it was 3 full days. It started Monday night, and then it was all day Tuesday, Wednesday, and I blocked him Thursday night.
Well, so, the fact that it's family, like that's the worst part. Like,
so when I say family, his dad has always been my uncle, but he's not. But he was like my dad's best friend. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So he's still what I would like. Holly, your family. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like that. This kid went off the rails. I promise you something bad has happened to him in his life and he doesn't want to talk about it, which is fine. Well, but you don't need to attack me.
Hornet actually said something. Let me find it because I'm like, you know what? He said, people that leave those DMs or comments are people that see goodness in you and hate it in themselves. Yeah. And so I think that has a lot to do with it as well. Like if you're miserable, you want people to be miserable with you. Yeah. Misery loves company. It always has, it always will.
Oh yeah.
And honestly too, like we say it all the time, we want everyone to succeed. But I don't think it's just the words that make people realize that we do that. Hopefully it's our actions that make people realize that we really do want everybody to succeed. But it goes the opposite way too. When misery loves company, your actions show that there's no talking to you. You just want to fight.
Yeah.
And it was bad. I kind of wish it was still up there. I'd put a link and everybody could see it, but it's not. My sister deleted it for, I don't know if it was the right reasons or the wrong reasons. It is what it is. Unfortunately, we're not that close because she couldn't be further away in the views that I have on like 90% of life, and still love her.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. But I also feel like some of that is a little bit on the level of, on both sides, okay, don't get me wrong, of some brainwashing because like Greg had said, everybody is so busy trying to prove themselves right. They just won't have a conversation anymore. And I'm old enough to remember when we could still have a conversation, and unfortunately it just doesn't seem to be. Now, with that being said, we have found people on X that we can have conversations with. And
Yeah.
I'm sure that we don't see eye to eye on every single thing, and it's okay.
Yeah.
But what social
Well-
media platform you're on, Holly, I think you did hit something there.
Mhm.
There are ones that lean certain ways, and there
Oh.
are ones that are just not as friendly as others.
Oh yeah, Facebook definitely is a left wing type of situation. I mean, I just know this because if I do decide to get on Facebook, and it's not a lot
Yeah,
at
me
all,
either.
it is literally just people praising or like just bashing everything Trump and Elon are doing. And I mean, I have it, I have coworkers that feel the same way. I mean, I stay out of it.
Me
Like,
too.
I know a lot. I do a lot of research. I am so invested in all of this, but it's for myself.
Yeah.
It's for nobody else. It's not for me to push my beliefs onto you.
No.
Mhm.
I can't stand two things I never talk about: politics, religion. I don't do it.
See, I
So-
will. I think if you, I think there is a responsibility to share your religious beliefs, but it's not. It's up to you whether or not to accept them. And then, I mean,
Yeah.
right? Like you and I talk about religious stuff. We don't do it on the air because I'll talk to anybody about the Bible if they want. If they want to DM me, but it's not something that we're just gonna keep talking about over and over again.
Right.
But I don't know that you and I see eye to eye on every single thing what the Bible has to say. But we still have pretty good conversations about it, right? And how am I? Because one of the things I'll talk to people about it, for those of you that don't know, I'm actually an associate pastor at a church, so I'm in the Bible a lot.
Mhm.
Is people will say, "Well, I believe this." That is cool. Just show me where it says that. And what you will find a lot of the times is it
Mhm.
wasn't something they read in the Bible. It was something that, say, great grandma said to grandma, that grandma said to mom, that mom said to you. And it was more of like a traditional thing, which not all traditional things are bad. But where's it? Just show me how you know that. That's one of the questions I think that we should be asking each other more and more and more. So, anyways, I don't mean to go on a tangent. I'm tired of the hate.
You
That's
Trump
basically
sucker.
where this comes from. I'm just tired of the hate.
Yeah.
And hopefully people can do better about that. So
Hate's a choice.
it is. I
Yeah.
agree with that.
Yeah.
It truly is.
100%.
Yeah. So anything else you guys want to talk about before we do something more fun and play some Caleb's Choice?
Play some kids.
I really
Oh,
Yeah.
we're gonna play some. How about
Oh.
how about a little truth or dare right before?
No, you know what? We need to bring Truth or Dare back, though. We really do, but we need to be prepared for it and not be like on the spot.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
we'll talk about that. Maybe we'll do that on our first episode of the fourth season. Maybe
There
do
we
some
go.
Truth
I'm
or
just getting
Dare.
the ball rolling.
Yeah,
There you
it's
go.
good.
Turning.
It's time for Caleb's Choice.
His choice. His rules.
Man, what a stud.
What a
Oh.
stud.
Oh, we're back.
Oh, you're talking about me?
No, Caleb's picture.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sorry, my bad.
All right. First question. Are you gonna pop it up, or
I'm trying to. I keep hitting the wrong button.
would you rather lower the drinking age or raise the voting age, where they're the same?
Lower the drinking age.
Lower to 18.
Yes.
Yes.
And let me tell you why I feel like lowering it.
Oh, that little cheater there. I hit the wrong button again.
Uh-oh. I didn't even see it.
Good.
I
I didn't
saw it
either.
changed, but I didn't see what it said.
Mhm.
I just feel like if we're going to be sending our military personnel out to war at 18, why can they not drink? Like that just
Yeah.
makes no sense. Like
Yeah, you conveniently say they're an adult, but don't
Right,
let them
but they're
do
not an
everything
adult
that an
enough.
adult does.
but you can vote and you can do almost but you just can't drink. We're gonna draw the line at drinking. And now smoking isn't smoking.
Yeah, you can't buy
21.
tobacco in Missouri
Yeah.
until you're 21.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's like if you want to,
Weird.
quote unquote, ruin your body, you should be allowed to do it at 18. Like if you were to go out to war and things didn't go so great.
Well, would it be better
Yeah.
to raise going to the army until you're 21? I mean, would it be
That's
better
where
to
I'm at.
Push everything.
I
to
think you should
older?
push everything to 21. Give kids a chance to do something different, see what it's like, and then if they want to go to the army, do it. But
I can see that.
Because listen, I don't have any active duty experience whatsoever. Our brother was in active duty, but I can tell you from what I do know from talking to people that have been in active duty that you need to be pretty mentally tough to be able to handle that.
100%.
And I'm not sure 18, 19, 20-year-olds, I mean, even grown men not are always mentally tough enough to handle it.
Right.
And I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just, it's war. I would like to see all of it stay like the voting, and I'll remove the voting to 21. I'm fine with the drinking and being 21 and the tobacco at 21, but I think we should push the military to 21 too.
So here's the
I
thing
disagree.
that you kind of have to take into consideration, I feel like, is
Mhm.
once you're pretty much, the majority, I should say, is out of school, out of high school at 18 years old. So a lot of kids I know here in Arizona, a lot of them don't have a second plan, or they don't have a plan after that. So they'd go into the military because it will give them that structure. So
Yeah.
if it ever was pushed back to 21 to go in the military, I feel like there's got to be something there.
Okay, what I meant by that though, just to clarify, was like you can't be drafted until you're 21 years old. Like if you want to go at 18, then that's your choice. But they can't force you to go in the military until you're 21 is where I was coming
Or
from.
maybe get your training
Oh.
and you can't go overseas.
Well, that's different.
Yeah. Well, see,
apply
that
until
would be because
Yeah.
having those 3 years
Yeah.
would be very huge impactual wise for these kids that, because at
Exactly.
18 you're still kids,
Mhm.
but you're I don't want to say molding, but mold them into what you need to.
Oh, it's molding.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
a lot of kids, at least here in Arizona, they need that to be
Oh yeah.
successful when it comes down the road. Military has honestly helped them by far, because not everybody has the money to go to college. It's
Right.
so expensive, and just
Yeah.
take it from a mom who's paying for it. Mally got, she got scholarships and everything, but we still are paying at least, I think it was $12,000 for her first year out of pocket for us.
Tell her
And
to go
now
work at
it's
McDonald's.
Hmm?
Tell her to go work at McDonald's.
No shit.
No, I just listen, and I'm not saying that I'm right. It's just my opinion. But I deal with teenagers a lot, and especially in like coaching them. And usually the kids that I coach are kind of the cream of the crop, because if they're willing to put 4 months into something like that and work that hard. But I don't know any of those 18-year-old girls that I've coached that need to be drinking alcohol and the decisions that would come along with that. So that's one of the reasons I like to keep it at a higher level. But I do think that military thing, even let's say if you were in the military, then you had a military ID, you could drink at like 18. I'd be okay with that too. Because I'm with you. If I can give my life for my country, I should be able to be afforded all the freedoms of an adult. You shouldn't be holding anything back from me if I can give my life for my country. I don't know.
Call it one or the other.
Yeah, it's got to be
Basically.
something
all
like
the
that.
way or nothing.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree with you 100%.
It's like if we're gonna expect them to be adults at 18, then yeah, you should have the same rights as every other adult. But I kind of like the idea of like the military. If you go into the military for 3 years, you can't like be deployed, and they're just kind of giving you the basic tools to survive as an adult.
Yeah.
Because like Nelly can be on my insurance until she's 26 now.
26,
yeah. Like mind blowing to me, because it was 20.
It's dumb if you ask me. I think crazy. That is insane.
I mean, as a parent, I'm like, phew. Like until 26, I've been paying it now. I know like what it's gonna cost, and I know she has insurance in case something happens. Whereas if she went and got her own job and I don't know. I would hope that she would pay for her insurance, but after seeing how much they take out of your check, she might be like, nah, I don't need this insurance. So I'm thinking.
You know how long it's been since I've had health insurance? I don't pay for insurance.
He doesn't have health insurance.
Oh my gosh. But you know what? I have I have underlining things that it scares the living out of me if I didn't have insurance. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, as soon as those two girls that we can take them off of our insurance, one of them we already have because she has a full-time job and she has insurance with it.
Mhm.
This is how dumb insurance is. For my wife and my youngest daughter, who is 20, okay, and is still in college, I'm just going to make up some numbers, but it's basically the percentages will be correct. It's like $500 a month, okay, for health insurance for them. If you add me to it, it costs another $500.
Yeah.
Okay, but you take my daughter off of it and add me to it, it's $150 a month.
Yes.
So for some reason, we're going to
No.
wait till, which it probably will be at the end of this semester. She will be at her own insurance and then I'll have health insurance again. But right now it makes no sense. $500 a month just for me, not doing it.
Well, and the thing is, well, the $500 a month for you, your wife, and your daughter.
No. 500 just for me.
Just
My
for-
wife and my daughter are
Yeah,
500. Those two are 500. You add me to it, it's 1,000.
Jeez Louise, that's your
but
insurance. Their insurance is not
You
for
take
Yeah.
my daughter
Yeah.
off and add me, and we pay less than $500. It's only $150 to add me. Then I don't know why. It's just what it is, and she gets really good insurance through a state
That's crazy.
government. And so I'm just waiting
Well,
till the end of the
it's
semester, and then I'll
because
get on her
you-
insurance.
It's because after, like, the husband and wife will be $150. You add the kid, it is considered a family.
Yeah,
And so then
and it
if
goes.
you guys had two additional, they'd be free.
Yeah.
It would be $1,000.
But
you
right
can
now,
spend-
where we're at with 3, it's dumb.
Right, that's
So we're not
crazy.
doing it. We're
yeah,
not doing it.
insurance is kind of scammy. Let's
It's
just
super scammy. Super scammy. All right. Ready for another one?
Yeah.
We're going to have to do
Wow.
some guessing.
Yeah, top 10 greatest songs of all time. This comes from the 500 greatest songs of all time off the Rolling Stones.
shit.
Yeah.
All time.
Let me ask you this. Is there a Bon Jovi song in the top 10?
It has to be living.
No,
What?
Jailhouse Rock. Jailhouse Rock.
no Elvis either.
No
What?
Elvis?
What about the Beatles?
There's one Beatles song.
Let It Be?
Okay, I'll say this list makes no sense to me. I mean, I know some of these songs, but they're not
Yeah.
top 10 all time.
Is it Let It Be? I can't.
It's not Let It Be.
I was gonna
Hey,
say
dude.
No,
no.
Yesterday?
It's probably. Is it Come Together?
no.
Mm.
No, hold on. Don't tell me.
I
You're
want to
the
hold your
Beatles.
hand.
That's
No,
her.
it's not. I want to hold your hand.
Yeah, there's no Michael Jackson either on this.
That was the dumbest
What?
guess.
Yeah,
What?
there's no Michael Jackson on this list either.
Holy crap! I don't like this list. Stupid list.
Is it like
Hold on, I gotta send.
crazy successful songs like Money for Nothing? Like Dire Straits?
No,
Here comes the sun.
no.
No, hold on. I can't even. My mind is completely blank.
Yellow Submarine?
Is it Across
No.
the Universe?
What?
What's
the-
that?
Across the Universe.
No.
That
It's
is
three
the best.
words. It's 3 words.
Well,
He loves you.
No.
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
coming off as chumps
yeah.
right now.
It's a fruit
Yeah.
It's a fruit?
or berry.
Strawberry Fields.
Live forever. Yeah.
Yeah, that's number 7.
Damn.
Strawberry Fields.
Of all this, who made this?
That's
list?
I wouldn't have guessed that
Rolling
one.
Stones,
I wouldn't either.
I'm getting with Rolling Stones.
Nobody buys that magazine anymore. It's probably not even a magazine. It's probably all online. Do we know
Is
who
it
the band
Aerosmith?
is for? Is Aerosmith on it?
Aerosmith's got to be.
Eagles? What about the Eagles?
How about I tell you the people and then you can tell me the songs?
Let's do
Okay.
that. Otherwise, we're
Yes.
gonna be here for the rest of the
Number
day, and I
10,
need a nap.
Outcast.
What?
Outcast.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
has to be.
y'all. We just listened to
That is not an all-time greatest.
That's not
song.
number 10 all-time greatest.
Oh my
Number
god!
9 from Fleetwood Mac.
Return of the Mac.
No, that's
Is that even
not-
Fleetwood Mac?
No, Holly.
Who sings that song? That's the first thing that. Oh, I
Sweet
know.
Emotion.
No,
That's
I can't
Aerosmith.
believe you thought that was.
Wait,
that
I'm
was
looking up who sings that song. Morrison.
Fleetwood Mac. It's number 9.
I love Fleetwood Mac, and I can absolutely not think of one of their songs right now.
Dreams.
Okay.
Okay. Number
That still
8.
seems pretty high of all time.
No, that's not
Number
a
8, Missy Elliott.
get your
What?
freak on.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What? This list is
This
is
jacked
dumb.
up.
Oh my gosh, get your
Yeah.
freak on.
That's number 8.
Yeah. 7 was the Beatles.
Oh, okay.
Number 6 is Marvin Gaye.
Let's get it on.
Oh,
Not that one.
what?
What?
I don't
I
think
don't-
so. It's
I don't-
What's Going On. Is that the same song?
What's going on?
What's
What's
going
Is it a different
on?
song? Oh, I don't
I
know.
said,
Yeah, okay.
hey,
Okay.
yeah.
Greg does
number
not
5 's
have the
Nirvana.
tune down.
Nirvana
Smells Like Teen Spirit.
smells
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
Pass me.
that's
That's
a good
number
one.
5 greatest song of all time.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have pictured that.
That may be the only song so
I
far
can't
that I
believe
think
Marvin
should be
Gaye.
in the top
The
10.
top 10, maybe.
Maybe.
Number 4, Bob Dylan.
Oh, what?
Bob
Bob Dylan?
Dylan?
Yeah.
I don't know the name of any songs. Not off the top of my head.
I don't think I do either. I mean, I feel like if I listen to it, I'll know, but I don't know the actual names of the songs.
Okay. Like a Rolling Stone.
Oh, yeah.
Ah.
Oh, that's a
That-
great
gosh.
song.
that deserves to
That's
be
a
top
great
10.
song. Yeah. Yeah.
Number 3 is Sam Cooke.
Ugh.
Country singer?
Oh, is it if you ever change? Bring it to me.
Bring It to Me. Is that
What?
the-
Is that what it's called?
No.
We're turning that into a meme.
Bring it on home to me.
This one said, no, it's a change is gonna come.
Oh, damn.
I don't
No,
know
Sam
about that.
Cook he's a good one though. He's a
Okay.
freaking good one. One of my
I
favorites.
thought I knew
Can you
music.
guess who
and-
number 2 might be?
No.
Public Enemy.
Public Enemy?
What? Where
I
is
will
that-
tell you, one of my
where did this
favorite
list
songs
come
is
from?
from Public Enemy called Shut It Down. Is it Shut It Down?
No.
No, it's not Shut Down. It's
Oh, it's,
Fight the Power.
yeah, Fight the Power.
And then number 1.
It's an iconic song, but it is not top 10 song of
not
all
No,
time.
this is weird list. Aretha Franklin is number 1.
Respect.
Respect.
Respect. Yeah, there you go.
This list is
Wow,
has zero
I am
respect from me.
I'm writing
Wow.
a strong worded letter for Rolling
Whoop.
Stone saying whoever voted on this
It was
sucks.
bad.
Well, I
Yeah.
think
I
a lot
can't-
of times. Go ahead, Greg. Sorry.
Oh, I'm just perturbed. Luke Bryan wasn't on there. That's bullshit.
I'm
I can't
muting
believe
you.
Michael Jackson wasn't on there. I can't believe
Yeah.
Elvis wasn't on there. Like of all time, come on, the Eagles.
Yeah,
Like-
that was crazy. Yeah.
I muted Greg.
I even
for a little
texted
bit.
Josh after I sent it to him. I was like, I don't know if we should do this. 'cause
Yeah,
these-
he actually did
doesn't
say
make
that. He
sense.
goes, that sounds like a really good category. He goes, but I don't think these are the top 10 greatest songs of all time. And I'm
No,
thinking,
no.
well, there's probably
Wow.
just a couple that we don't know. You know, maybe something that was super iconic in the 60s or something. And no, that list sucks. But most of the time,
Yeah,
the
not-
Rolling
not to have
Stones,
Elvis.
yeah,
Yeah.
Come
most
on.
of the time when Rolling Stones does do a list like that, it is they let everyone vote on it, like the public. That's the only way. Like Missy Elliott's making top 10. That's
Well, yeah,
All the Missy Elliott. No.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's bad.
I hate that. I'm writing a strong worded letter.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all.
I'll get Karen on their ass.
I'm with
There you go.
Matt.
Ooh, trivia
Sugar
pursuit.
Pursuit. Yeah.
So
I got 3 cards.
Oh shit!
great.
What
All
do we
right,
do?
Greg. I'll let
Do I get
Greg
to
go
pick
first.
sports?
Greg,
Okay.
purple
I love
or
trivia.
orange?
Do orange.
Orange. Let me find it. True or false? Is
Uh-oh.
allspice made from nutmeg, cinnamon, and cloves?
Old Spice?
Allspice. It's a cooking thing.
Oh,
Oh,
Allspice.
true.
No, false. It's its own. It's its own.
I would have.
I wouldn't have known
I
that
thought
one.
it was all the
I
same,
know
but it's
that.
actually from dried berries. If I can find the
I would
cards.
make fun of Greg,
What?
but I'm afraid that I'm going to get mine wrong too.
Yeah.
It says this spice is its own spice. It comes from dried berries. But I thought it was a mixture of all those together.
Wow.
Okay, who wants to go next?
Josh.
I want a sports one.
Josh, you want yellow or purple?
Oh,
You
wait,
don't get
what?
to Choose.
What's the categories?
It doesn't
I'm
matter.
not telling.
Purple.
you-
I wanted.
Oh, wait, yellow's history, isn't it? I like history. Just do purple. I can make a fool out of myself.
I don't like history.
You want history or purple?
No, purple. I want
No
her to have
history for
history.
him. I don't do history. Oh shit. Okay, go.
All right, Josh, what does the bird say in Edgar Allan Poe's A Raven? What does the
Dude.
bird say?
Oh, I know this one.
Wow.
I think
Well,
the last time I read that, or I had to be 30 some years ago. I have no idea. I don't
But
remember.
you should know this.
I should, but I can't remember.
Make a
Oh.
comment.
It is. Oh, is there a comment?
Yeah.
Nevermore.
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 Yeah.
Nevermore.
Oh, that's like
Yeah.
the Raven on wrestling. He used to say that.
Yeah.
Quote the Raven, nevermore. That's
Yeah.
what he said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's the holly has yellow.
Freaking
You
yellow.
got more than 3 questions because we need redemption.
Hey, these
We can if you want.
We're 0 for
Yeah,
3
there's
or 0
two.
for 2.
So, Holly, what country boasts the longest continuous monarchy? Japan, United Kingdom, or Vatican City?
Yeah, Mike D said Vatican City, and that's what I was leaning towards too.
This says Japan.
Oh,
It
That's
says
what I would have guessed.
The Imperial House started back in 660 BC.
Oh wow.
long time.
Long
Yeah,
time
it's a
ago.
long time.
So 3
Little
thumbs
samurais.
down.
We suck.
We needed the buzzers.
Trivia
We'll do
is
it
not
again next
our
time.
Rudy, give us the buzzer.
Yeah,
jam.
we
Yeah,
needed
Rudy and her buzzer.
we needed it.
Mhm.
Yes.
We're terrible.
Oh, we were better than that in life.
Mhm.
That's right.
Nope.
Now
Suck.
our punishment is we all have to take naps.
Now we're going to the
Yeah.
corner.
Yeah.
The corner?
Yeah. Greg's
Oh,
corner.
that corner.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Holly didn't have a question.
No.
she's
I
signing
haven't had a
off.
question for a while because I'm like,
You
this is
haven't, huh?
Caleb's thing. I think we'd let Caleb do this one. So,
Okay.
you know,
Sure.
Good either
Ah,
one.
Go with that.
we'll come in to hurt
Wait.
your guys' brains every now and
Just-
again. Don't you worry.
Okay.
Okay.
That was just to
Okay.
make Holly feel like she was part of the crew till she felt like she was part of the crew.
Oh,
True. You know,
Wow.
it only took like
took a
2
while.
years.
I was gonna say that was a long time.
You know what we
But
really
all
ought
right.
to do, like on our own, because it would probably bore everybody, is I got to go back to like some of our first couple of podcasts as the 4 of us and just see, because I guarantee it was not near as comfortable as it is now.
No, I know the first one for sure.
The first one,
I
we kept
remember the
having
first
off
one.
camera. I have to like calm you down a little bit. Like, it's okay,
Yeah.
Holly. It's going to be fine. Don't worry about it.
Mm.
Yeah. Good times.
Oh,
What do you got for us, Greg?
I got a little video for everybody today.
Greg's videos.
Is it going to make us
And it-
throw up?
Maybe, and it might trigger people like always. So
Yeah.
just a heads up.
Good.
Earth is not what we've been told.
Oh,
And
hold on.
past.
Whoa.
Oh, hold on.
Oh my God.
Greg's
Here we
really,
go.
he's really messing it
Earth
up.
is
Hold
It's not-
on.
Oh, wait a second. What's
Werewolf.
going on?
This guy looks like a werewolf. Wolf.
Earth is not what we've been told.
A werewolf.
And our past
Oh.
is not what we've been told. And we are more than we've been led to believe. And I think all that's being revealed right now. And I think some of the most revealing evidence is not even on Earth, it's on the moon. And the moon itself. There's a growing body of evidence to suggest that the moon is an artificial body that was engineered. One of the first
What?
things that scientists noticed is, we all know, the moon is covered in meteorites. Big ones, small ones, overlapping ones, but they will not go below a certain depth. They're hitting something that doesn't allow them to go below a certain depth. In the 60s, and then again in the 90s, scientists did things that they weren't really supposed to do on the moon. One of those is that they sent a missile in the 90s to the moon, to a crater, a very specific crater in the moon. There's a lot of controversy around what happened. But when that missile hit, the seismic recorders picked up that the moon was ringing like a bell for hours, which is not what a solid planet would do. And the reports have been declassified through Freedom of Information. You can find them on the internet. the samples that the astronauts brought back. I had the opportunity to tour with Ed Mitchell in the 90s as well before he passed. He was the founder of the Institute of Noetic Sciences, sixth man to walk on the moon. And we did go to the moon, and he did walk on the moon. I'm not sure we went at exactly the very first time, exactly the way we said, but we definitely have been to the moon. But one of the things that they found when they brought the soil samples back is that there are materials in those samples that are not formed in nature.
Artificial moon.
Interesting.
Matt says it's the
That-
dumbest thing he's ever seen.
I couldn't get past the
Listen
Wolverine
to.
look.
That's the dumbest thing I've listened to.
Wow.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Shots
Yeah.
fired. Shots fired.
Yes.
Man.
I'm
that's
always eat all the
harsh.
cookies, Matt.
Greg's a cookie monster.
So if
I
it's
am.
artificial, what's it made out of?
Right.
Jeez.
A bell?
Cheese.
A giant piece of
A
cheese.
metal ball? And if
Hmm.
it's artificial, what keeps it where it's at? The simulation?
Magnetism.
Magnetism?
A tractor
Maybe it's-
beam.
Maybe it's a giant magnet.
Maybe outer
Could
space
be.
is a green screen.
I
and they
mean,
just shoot.
brings the tides in, right?
It's a
In and
giant
out,
green
in
screen.
and out.
Yeah.
That would be some shit.
Where do you think the moon water gets its powers?
I don't think it
A green screen?
No, not the green screen.
My moon water? Jeez.
I don't think it has powers, Greg.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Huh.
There's an idea that it was brought like 12,000 years ago, brought to Earth, towed by a spaceship.
They just
Good by
wrapped
spaceship.
around the. What?
We're going to take you over here. The
Where
lasso
they
it.
lassoed
just-
the moon?
It's just an idea.
No, I will say
Crazy
what's
is-
one weird thing about the moon is that it doesn't rotate,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
right? It doesn't
Yep.
spin.
It doesn't.
That's odd
And-
to me that it can just be floating
Well, yeah, because
perfectly.
we're always moving. And
Yeah,
all
but
the
are we always seeing the same side of the moon, or am I wrong?
No, it rotates with us.
There's
Yeah,
might be
it's
everyone.
always that's why they call it the dark side of the moon.
Yeah, because it's
That
always
you
the
never
dark side.
see.
Yeah.
Right.
That's where the aliens live.
And
Huh.
they sent something around and shot a rocket down to the dark side of the moon
Mhm.
6 to 8 years ago, something
And
like
what
that. And that's
happened?
where the Chinese are. I think the Chinese are exploring that side, or Japan, or
Is that where COVID came from?
Mike D says
Well-
the moon rotates one time every 365 days.
Really? Okay.
oh,
I don't know.
really?
Very slow.
That's pretty slow.
Yeah.
Well, and they say it's the only moon
See the same side of it.
in our solar
We're
system
rotating. No, but we're rotating, not
That-
the moon.
that perfectly eclipses the sun
Oh, I see
from
what
our
you're
perspective.
saying. Oh.
Mm.
Like
My
it's perfect to us
Mm-hmm.
on how it eclipses the sun.
Yeah.
Like no other moon on any other planet out there. If you were standing on the planet, no moon would eclipse the sun perfectly like it does on Earth.
There's no other body in the universe we've ever seen that does what the moon does.
Huh.
Mm,
Yep.
wow.
Greg
Like
and
it
Mike
was-
D are
like it-
going
like
to
it
be
was
best
designed.
friends.
Like it was designed perfectly for Earth.
I have this feeling, Holly, that the next time we all get together, we're going to find Greg sitting on Mike D's lap, and they're going to be having these conversations.
Oh Lord.
Good God.
Yeah, you know what? I seriously can think like we'll be off doing our own thing, and Mikey and Greg will be sitting on one of the walls somewhere, just gabbing on and on
Yeah.
about this, and then we're gonna have
Mike.
to go get over here. Let's go.
But if Greg's not sitting on
Hey.
his lap, I'm going to be disappointed.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what, Mike. We're gonna find that Uber driver Sam.
oh,
We gotta go find Sam.
Get a box of cookies.
we need to find.
Yes.
I wish we would have got his information.
A box of cookies.
We would be at,
Yes.
at awe with Sam.
Oh, Sam.
Should have invited him to dinner or something.
I know. I'm really
Yes.
upset about it.
Opportunity lost.
Oh
I
man.
wonder if we can go and find him through Uber, our app.
Can you
bet.
request certain drivers?
I
You
don't
can
know.
find all the Sams.
We don't really
I
have
bet.
Uber where I live. I mean, we do in Kansas City, but I never use it because It's
For
easy
what?
to drive around.
Yeah.
But,
Oh,
so-
Doyle rules.
Doyle rules.
Doyle rules. We're gonna have to get
Yes.
Sam on the podcast someday.
Oh, he's
Oh,
amazing.
that would be sweet.
That would be.
You don't even know him, Greg. He's,
I don't-
He's
I
Mike
know
D's
enough.
friend.
Ollie's already said enough.
Yeah. And usually, Mike is far more into this type of stuff than I am because I'm like, whatever, I don't believe it. This is stupid. But then he like does research and like crazy stuff. And I thought for sure, okay, this is going to be like a Sam and Mike conversation type situation, but it wasn't. Like I was so intrigued by this man.
Was
I've
alcohol
never
involved?
done that before. No.
Oh,
Like, what did he
Yeah.
talk about?
He
Was
must
it
be
like ancient
special.
stuff? Ancient or the lies of the world or
Maybe
what?
Sam's an alien.
I mean, Sam knew a lot, and it was basically from his dad, who has a book that he left to Sam. Sam's dad died a week before we got there.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow.
Mhm. He was
Wow.
92,
Yeah.
92 years old, and
92.
Sam knows a lot of stuff, but it sounds like he got a lot of information from his dad. His dad passed on a lot.
did his dad work at Area 52?
Did he say where his dad worked?
He traveled the world. That is the Vatican. He has a Bible that's 1,000
Yeah.
years old.
Oh, he went to the Vatican?
Yes.
Oh,
Like it was, and you know how you can tell when people are bullshitting you? Like you can just kind of I did not get that one time, not at all. He was saying some pretty crazy things that I mean, I was like, oh, that makes sense. And you know how I am. I am like skeptic as they come. Like I'm so skeptical about things. Something about Sam, I'm telling you, we need to find him because you guys will see. Like he is so intriguing. You can listen to him talk all day long. Yeah, we need to find Sam.
Yeah, I don't know.
Me too.
I do know what you mean when you talk about when you're listening to somebody and they're not telling you the truth or whatever.
Yeah.
Because I listen to Greg a lot and just turn him out.
Wow. Hey.
Well, lady and gents, we've been going at this thing for an hour and 12 minutes. You want to put it to bed? Or you want to keep going?
Keep going.
If you're going to keep going, you're going to do it by yourself because I got
Greg got a
Matt
sugar
coming
high
up.
from his
Greg-
cookies.
Yeah, sugar
Greg's all
high.
angry.
Yes, let's go. Come on, start singing, Caleb. Start.
Did you like it?
It's
It's like the
twerking
song I
time.
sang.
It's true.
You get
I
up,
sang the
start
whole
twerking,
time.
and sing it again.
Oh.
Back it
Also,
up,
can you
Caleb.
guys hear my dog barking in the background? I forgot I
Mhm.
left her outside. So yeah, we kind of do need to like speed this up before she like
Oh, good
goes
gosh.
insane. But I really don't have anything else to wrap it up. I've shared everything that happened this week to me. So anybody else got one last thought?
No.
Mm.
Did
Hey,
everyone have a great week?
The Chiefs did re-sign Hollywood Brown for 1 year,
Oh, did they?
and they almost lost Worthy forever. But then it come to find out the domestic violence claims were
Good,
false.
Rob.
Oh,
So
Oh.
little update. My stupid team Arizona lost to Kansas yesterday.
God, we
We won.
saw that.
I am so pissed off. I don't know. I just don't think they want to play anymore. Like it is so bad.
It was the streakiest defensive game I've ever seen for
And
them.
that is where we thrive.
They were
For
locked
how
down,
long?
and then they would just give wide open shots.
Yes,
And I'm
wide
like,
open. I mean, didn't even try to defend like
No.
after threes that were going on. I'm real pissed off. If you guys can't tell, real pissed off.
and I know most
Aw,
people don't care about
that
this, but
sucks.
can we talk about how ugly KU's jerseys were in that game? Why were they wearing bright red jerseys? I think
I
it's just
couldn't
dumb.
figure that. Well, they have red somewhere in their colors.
Yeah, but when you're playing Arizona at home, I feel
Yeah,
like
thank
I
you.
kept thinking it was Arizona from,
Yeah.
because I was like sitting down watching it,
So
but
I was.
it was
just-
at an angle, and yeah, it was stupid.
it's kind of funny because our coach, I really like Tommy Lloyd. I really like him, and he was actually kind of coming down on our fan base after he said that this game and our last game, Iowa State, he said the fans and the atmosphere was electric. Like he hasn't felt like anything like that from our fans in a very long time. And he said, I could see why they won those games because the fans helped them. Yeah. So
The power of the fans.
but supposedly, it's one of the teams, I want to say Indiana, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's Indiana is trying to take him from us.
Is he from there?
Real butthurt.
Is he from Indiana?
No, he's actually from San Diego State, but he played here in Arizona. He also helped coach in Tucson. He was the assistant coach for a really long time for a while there.
Wonder why he'd even think about leaving then. Seems like his ties are right there.
So much ties. I don't know if he's actually thinking about it, but it's been buzzing around the news. Yeah, and I'll be real mad. So, yeah, because I really like him. He's a good damn coach. He's a great coach. So,
well, yeah, lots of crazy things going on when it comes to sports. NFL's released a bunch of edge rushers, and Joey Bosa's looking for a new team. Myles Garrett just signed a record deal for the Browns again. He said he wanted to win, but apparently money won out. We got our middle linebacker back, and I don't remember who else. It just seems like a lot's going on in the NFL right now.
Yeah,
Matt thinks Holly's 100th episode's next week. Is that correct?
I
don't know. Too lazy to go back and count at this
I
point.
thought it already happened, didn't it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I thought it was like
no.
We were counting it down for a while.
There was like a few. We had so many episodes left, and then there was some.
Gonna have to let my dog in.
Well,
she might be destroying my door.
Uh-oh.
But a lot of things came up to where it extended it out because I missed, like, I had a death, and then my aunt, like, it's been one thing
close.
Yeah. It should be coming up soon. If it's next, Matt will confirm. He just said.
Yeah, Matt can count it out.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was probably today. Happy 100th, Holly.
Woo! If it is today, that'll be hilarious.
Yeah.
Well,
We'll have to do like a rewind.
1 week from today is the age of disclosure.
Oh, it is.
There you go, Mike. For Mike. I think Dr. Greer thing. I'm assuming.
Oh, yes. You're right.
I'm lost.
No.
Okay.
Newsflash.
All right.
Guys, have a great week and God bless.
Be kind.
See you.
I'm Caleb. Please like and subscribe.